What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. Obviously, I'm sure y'all can hear me, right? I'm live pretty early today, so excuse me. My voice is cracking, and if I sound kind of sluggish, forgive me. I have iron deficiency. So my iron levels has been pretty low. I've been sore, tired, just literally trying to feel better. But anyway, obviously you see the title. It says social media and the evil wicked system. So first of all, what we're gonna do is talk about social media before we transition to the system. Because to be honest, it really is combined together. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made the title the way it is. But the reason why I want to talk about social media is because me and my hubby was talking about social media and how it's designed to, make people feel less of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what I mean, hi, welcome to the chat. If you don't know what I mean by that, think about it, right? Well, first of all, I'm gonna give y'all an example. The reason why I left Facebook and I cut Facebook off and stuff like that is because while I was on there, it was just nothing but narcissistic ass people. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but narcissistic people on there. Everybody just lying about their lives and stuff like that. Everybody is the boy who cried wolf and it's sad because the people that are telling the truth, it's hard to believe if they really telling the truth, is what I mean. When I was on there, it was people that would be posting pictures of their homes, cars. Like everybody wants to impress the next person. Everybody just want to be somebody that they're not, and it will make you feel less of yourself. Truthfully, it'll make you feel like, you need to do better with your life. It was more so like competition. Everybody's in competition on social media. Everybody. At one point it was like at one point it would be like people from my school that I used to go to, family members, stuff like that. But then I started to see that everybody across the world is like this. And that's messed up. And I don't want no parts. But social media will make you feel like you're just, you just the odd one out the bunch. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to get up off your ass and you need to go do this to get what they got. You know what I mean? This is why I left social media a long time ago, Facebook specifically, because I didn't have any other platforms. But Facebook specifically, I left, and that's one of the biggest reasons why. Fast forward, it's still doing the same thing to people to this day. I do not have a Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have none of that. But I see clearly that social media is doing the same exact thing that it's done to me. A lot of people feel the same exact way. You know what I mean? Like, it'll make you feel depressed. It'll make you feel, like I said, less of yourself. Like you need to compete with this person to get what they got. And then I'm just tired of people lying, People just steady keep getting on Facebook, steady getting on Instagram, just lying about their lives. Y'all really think these Instagram models are, how can I explain it? Like they just try to make their life seem like something that is not. They live in this lavish lifestyle. These R&B artists, hip hop artists, Hollywood people, but whole time they're literally mentally ill. It is 15 people in here, but the views keep rising up and down, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. Just make sure y'all hit the like button too, but I'm cool with that because I'm still gonna voice how I feel about everything. Exactly, Lisa. People use social media to make their life better than what it really is. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, and if you think about it, a lot of people they not really making it out here. They not really making it out here. We going through, the times where in a grocery store, food is so expensive, bro. The same people that sit here and be on social media talking about how they make it, you will see them in the store struggling to buy a container of food. I said that wrong, but you will see them in the store struggling to buy a box of cereal. But they on social media and they talking about how their life is just like, why do you feel the need to impress other people that don't give a shit about you? Prime example, when I was on Facebook a long time ago, y'all, I had a set of keys. Now it was more so like a social experiment. I had a set of keys that I never used anymore. I just always kept them with me. I felt like, what if I post these keys and a picture of a home from off of Google and say I just bought my first home? What if I do that? I wonder how many likes I would get. Literally did it, and guess what? I got over 100 and something likes. Everybody's commenting. Oh my God, Nanny, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy. Majority of it was people that I knew. I'm so happy for you. Like, you see how easy it is to lie about your lifestyle all over social media? I don't understand why people do this to impress other people. After that, it just made me feel like, wow, I can only imagine how many people on here lying right now, lying. Don't worry about it. My moderator is not here, which is my husband, because he's at work. So I guess I'll be the one to get these people out. All the trolls, they gotta go. And if you're not relating to the topic, you might as well just leave the live stream. Everyone is struggling with something, and the sad part is that they want to make it seem like life is perfect. Exactly. It's cool because I'm gonna just be getting people out the live stream. You know what I'm saying? My moderator is my husband, and right now he's not here. He's at work. So, but anyway, like I said, y'all, we just focus on the topic. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting the trolls out of here, and I'm not going to feed into their bullshit. Seriously. Shadowrunner, thank you for the future subscription. But yeah, it was just something I was thinking about this morning when I woke up, and I'm like, it's just sad. Like, everybody is really going through something, but they use social media platforms to make themselves feel on top because they know that they can easily lie, and it's easy for people to like their status, or liking a status and liking a picture will make a person feel like somebody. To be honest, it will. Flash, I'm gonna get you out of here. Liking somebody's status and liking a picture will make them feel on top of the world. Trust me. Because I used to do, like, anytime I used to be going through my own shit behind the scenes, I would gather the confidence to type up a status and finally just come out and make the status and see how many people can make me feel better just by liking the status. And the minute that I'm getting like 30 something likes on a status that I just made on Facebook, it makes me feel good. At the time when I used to have a social media, it used to make me feel good about myself. And I'm like, I don't got no family. I don't have friends really at the time. I don't have nobody that can make me feel good. So I'm about to just start using social media then. I'm going to just go to social media with all of my problems. Yeah, I was one of those. Not all the time. Not all the time. You know what I'm saying? I would not tell my personal business on social media, but I would throw subliminal messages, and then maybe, just maybe, somebody can figure it out about what I'm talking about. When I had like breakups through friendships, I would post it on social media. Like, I would post pictures from off of Google talking about friendships and stuff like that and see how many likes I get. At one point, it was a friend that I was actually talking about that figured out I was talking about them by using a picture that I shared from Google, and she inboxed me. And she was like, "Who are you talking about?" And I'm like, "See, that's the shit right there I be talking about." It's just so simple as sending a text message or calling me, but instead you want to inbox me on social media and ask me who I'm talking about on my platform. Hello from Pakistan. Hello from India. Exactly. They use social media to cause division amongst everybody. Exactly. So it's like, I'm like, you know what? That's where the drama comes from. You know what I'm saying? That's where the drama comes from. Majority of the drama that I was in stemmed from social media. And I really didn't like to be a part of drama, but it used to piss me off when people used to inbox me like, "Who are you talking about?" Then they would go and they will make a status in retaliation. Let me say this then. Exactly. Bunch of victim playing people. People just yell out that they're the victim. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Now, the last time I had a social media was 2021. That was I believe it was my second time or third time making a Facebook page. Matter of fact, that was my third time making a Facebook page. And in 2021, I had a Facebook. And when I was going through my homelessness, living in a car and pregnant, and me and my husband both were living in the car and I was pregnant at the time, a lot of his friends and family I was friends with on Facebook. I probably only knew like one or two people personally, but other than that, everybody else was random people that was my friends or whatnot on Facebook. And anyway, I made a post. I shared it from what's the name of that? GoFundMe. Because somebody convinced me to make a GoFundMe account. I never wanted to, because I didn't never want to have to ask nobody for anything. But his friends, they were friends from his high school. And one of the guys that they known from their high school, he was going through a homeless situation, and they all pitched in and they helped him to maintain a hotel room for a few months, and then they gave him a job and stuff like that. They helped him get himself together. My husband was very popular at his high school. So he knew, like, he thought that a lot of people would be willing to help. as well. So they already knew his situation. We posted about the situation, and I shared the GoFundMe account. And all I know is they took that GoFundMe that I shared it on their Facebook pages, and they started talking shit about us. Instead of saying if they can or they can't help us, they started to talk shit about us to everybody. Then this one chick starts to make a live stream about us, and she had a lot of people in her live stream, and they all were just talking about us. So they made a live stream video based off of me and my husband, and they felt like we was lying, y'all. They thought we were lying, but y'all can go help this guy, put him in a hotel room, gave him a job and everything, just because he said he was homeless. You don't feel like he lying though. But the minute that me and him, y'all already knew what we was going through, but we decided to post it on social media, and we lying. Now we lying. What the fuck would I have to gain from, what do I have to gain from lying about being homeless, bro? That's not nothing to play with, trust me. I was homeless for 2.5 years. People on Facebook talking shit about us. They going live about us. He done lost so many friends and family behind that shit alone. Let alone, I had already lost friends and family, you know what I'm saying, when I started dealing with the system, DCFS. So I already lost friends and family. I didn't give a fuck. But the fact that y'all try to make it seem like y'all out here helping people and y'all really not. That's another thing with social media. People use social media, Facebook, YouTube, to go walking and roaming around the streets and acting like they helping the motherfucker, giving them food and clothes, but at the same time you're doing it, you taking videos and pictures to prove a point, just to show the whole entire world that you help people. For instance, let's talk about these non-for-profit organizations. This is what pisses me off about these fake ass non-for-profit organizations that claim to help people. They really don't, y'all. They do all this social media shit, posting all over social media how they feed and help feed the fucking homeless, how they give clothes, how they accept donations and shit. But trust me, they really don't. Oh, I know, because I didn't have to go during my homelessness. I didn't have to go to a few of these non-for-profit organizations to try to see if I can get some damn clothes, and they didn't even want to help us with that. We didn't have an attitude. We didn't do anything wrong to them. But they came off negative and demonic and don't want to help us. Then they feel like since they're partnered with a church, don't let them fool you. Since they're partnered with a church, you really think that they here to help you? You really think they gonna help you because they partner with a church? That don't mean anything, because it be the churches that really don't help. That's another thing too. I want people to understand. Just because it's a church does not mean that they're going to help you. Okay? I get so many people telling me, oh, why don't you go to this church and talk to this person? They'll help you. No, I done did that too many times. I'm not finna keep wasting my time, bro. Non-for-profit organizations will watch your ass suffer. They'll watch you suffer. And they bringing in all these donations and all of this money, but they're not trying to help a damn soul. Meanwhile, they on social media. Showing how, oh, we gave this person, just because you see a person take a picture with some bags of clothes does not mean that they really helping. Like, y'all, when I was with my last child that I have, when I was pregnant with her, right? I read up on this non-for-profit organization here in Chicago that helps people, that help pregnant women to get clothes and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? See, I look at the reviews too. You got to have at least 4.5 to 5 stars reviews in order for me to go to your organization or go to your restaurant or whatever the case may be. So this is what showed me that Google reviews don't mean a damn thing. Don't let it fool you. I get there. I talk to the guy. We schedule a day. He was actually the owner of the non-for-profit organization that helped pregnant women with clothes and stuff like that. So I talked to him on the phone. We scheduled a day for me to come in and come get the stuff. He asked me, what all do I need? I told him, I said, you know what? I need diapers, wipes. If y'all have like a crib or something like that, a baby crib, you know, he was like, okay, yeah, we got you. We can do that. He didn't know that I was still pregnant. So he asked me, like, did you give birth already or are you pregnant? I'm like, I'm currently pregnant. So newborn clothes, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9, like any kind of clothes y'all got, you know? He was like, okay, we'll have that ready for you by the door. Okay. Now I told him, I said, okay, me and my husband will be there to pick it up because I'm 6 months pregnant at the time. I cannot pick up all of this stuff by myself. So hold on, what y'all saying? Exactly. The CEOs are making a killing at these non-profit organizations. I've seen docos that have shown employees throwing out good food because it was time to go home. It's sick. Exactly. And Shadowrunner, yeah, I encourage you to live stream. Yeah, please do that. Please. Live stream. Do whatever you want to do on your platform. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's your platform. 100% you're spot on. It's a scam to make and live a fancy, easy life. It's criminal and people who run these places deserve prison. Exactly. So anyway, let me tell y'all. So we get there. When we got there, I was kind of happy, you know, me and my guy, we happy. And well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I take that back. I was happy, but he wasn't because he felt something in his spirit. He just felt that it wasn't right. When we walked through the door, we were greeted by this older lady who actually kind of lightweight had like a little personal vendetta towards my husband. Like she just kept looking at him and judging him. And every time she would like cut her eyes to me, she's like, oh, but you can go upstairs though. I'm like, what do you mean? He can come with me, right? She was like, oh yeah, go ahead. Both of y'all can go up there. And she was like looking at him like, you know, I don't trust him. Mind you, he's not that type of guy, you know? We get upstairs. Upstairs was a room and it was full of like clothes for babies. They had all type of stuff up there, y'all. I mean, there was this one room that had boxes of diapers stacked high to the fucking ceiling. Literally. It was everywhere. So the other room, it had, you know, they had clothes and bins of clothes and bags of clothes, and they had people just separating the clothes and stuff. So I get up there, the owner that I spoke to on the phone, he pointed at me and he was like, who are you? I'm like, we spoke on the phone and I made a appointment to come pick up the clothes and stuff. He was like, what's your name? And I told him again, oh, okay. Well, you can go in the room right there. I said, and he just left my husband standing in the hallway by the stairs. So I said, you know, he with me, right? He was like I said, you can go in the room and pick out what you need. I said, what you mean pick out what I need? You told me to come pick up everything from the place, you know? So he was like, oh, yeah, well, we don't have anything together. You have to pick out what you want. And you only get a maximum of 2 bags of clothes. I said, okay, do you have the crib? He was like, what crib? We don't have no crib. Nah, we ain't got no crib, and we ain't got no stroller, and we don't got no car seat. And I'm looking at him like, that's not what we talked about over the phone. So anyway, I'm in there. I'm feeling uncomfortable as hell. It's two women that's in there. One of the women, I don't know if she lit up a damn cigarette in the room where all the baby clothes were, or if she just got done smoking a cigarette, because this reeked of straight cigarette smoke. I mean, and it was like, it was her. Like it was coming through her pores or something, you know. She had an attitude with me, and the other lady kind of little sort of had a damn attitude. Andrew, bye. Not dealing with the trolls today. Exactly. They want us to come down there so they can embarrass and humiliate. Yeah. Jeremy, bye. I'll get the trolls out, y'all. Don't worry. So, anyway, like I said, she reeked of cigarette smoke. You could smell it coming through her pores. Obviously, it was her, because when she approached me, she had a fucking attitude, and every movement that she made, you could smell the cigarettes coming from her. And the other lady that was inside the room with all the baby stuff, she lightweight had an attitude a little bit, but she seen how I was looking at her, the way she was talking to me, so she tried to like switch herself around. Meanwhile, all of this is going on. My husband's still standing in the fucking hallway by the damn stairway. So I walked out the room and I said, come in here, come in here. I told my husband to come in there so he can help me. Mind you, I'm 6 months pregnant, y'all. I cannot, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Oh, okay. I got you. Lisa. Yeah. Y'all, Lisa is actually my friend. So y'all, anyway, I freaking, what did I say? Oh, so I signaled my husband to come inside the room so he can help me. Because like I said, I'm 6 months pregnant. I can't carry any of these things. Now, they had asked me what I wanted. So I was just pointing at the stuff in the room. I'm like, you know, I want the 0 to 3, 3 to 6. I said, y'all, I'm sorry, but I'm confused. Like, I thought that y'all was going to have this stuff ready for me. She was like, no, you have to pick it out on your... Now, mind you, this is a non-for-profit organization that has 5-star reviews on Google, and everybody's talking good about them. Like, they just like this place that just does so much for, you know, women with children and families, you know. So, anyway, almost immediately, the attention got directed to my husband, and they was like, what is he doing in here? I said, oh, that's my husband. He's finna help me. No, he cannot be in here. He needs to get out. And you cannot touch anything in this room, sir. Like, they was disrespecting the hell out of him, y'all. So my guy was like, you know what? Don't talk to me like that, but don't even trip. He was like, y'all act like I'm finna steal something out of here. I'm gone. Don't even trip. So he left out the room and walked down the stairs. Nobody said nothing. I was pissed, okay? The owner comes into the room where I was, where the baby clothes was, and he was like, yeah, he can't be in here. I said, I talked to you on the phone. And I told you my husband was coming with me. Mind you, I'm 6 months pregnant, sir. There's no way that I'm finna be able to carry all this. So my husband came back up on the stairway, and he was like, all I was trying to do was help my wife. And I know she's pregnant. She can't. They talking about she don't need your help. We'll be the ones to bring the things down for her. I said, that's my husband y'all talking to. He's going to help me. I don't need y'all assistance to bring this stuff. That's why he came with me, so he can help. What are you talking about? So the other chick in the room, the other lady, mind you, these are all older black women, y'all, that's so Christian-like and so godly, okay? That's, yes. So the other chick that's in the diaper room, the older black lady, she yelling out, anyway, do you want diapers or what, ma'am? I said, no, you can keep your diapers. I don't want it. Oh, so you don't want the diapers? I ignored her, okay? The other chicks where I was in the room at, where they was bagging up the infant clothes, they was like, so do you want the infant clothes or what? I said, first of all, let me address something. Y'all not about to talk to my husband like that. I'm not gonna let y'all talk to him like that. And why would y'all tell him to get out? That's so unprofessional. So we start going back and forth. Literally, I'm arguing with them. The lady, my bad, the owner, he interfered in the argument and he started to act like he got smoked with me out of nowhere. And I said, this is so damn unprofessional. So the lady that tried to act like she had an attitude at first, but calm herself down, she, stop, everybody just stop. It's not that serious. Calm down. I said, oh no, it's serious. Because y'all made him get out. Y'all talked to him like he wasn't nothing. And from the time he walked in his door, the lady downstairs was judging him with her eyes. Yes, I seen it. And I'm not about to let y'all talk to him like that. They was like, oh, so you don't want the clothes? I said, no, y'all can keep y'all non-for-profit organization ass clothes that was donated here to other people. Okay? From other people donating to y'all and y'all being unprofessional and rude towards people like us. You know what? Bye. And I left. And I came out there and I got in the car and he was like, we shouldn't have came here. I said, I didn't know that it was going to be like this. He was like, that shit was just so rude. Like that, everything about them. He was like, I'm giving them a bad review. I said, no trip, I am too. Giving them a bad review because the way that they approached him, they came at him, you know what I'm saying? Like they was disrespectful. Then let alone the infant room where the infant clothing was reeked of straight cigarettes like that. Come on now. Then you got the lady yelling from the other room, do you want the diapers or what? You not gonna talk to me like I'm a little ass kid. Hell no, I don't want none of this shit. Y'all can keep it. I'll figure it out. And guess what, y'all? Guess what happened for me? The minute that I rejected that shit, I ended up getting help from someone else, from another organization that actually was helpful. And they gave me everything I needed. They gave me a crib, they gave me clothes, diaper, all of that shit. And they wasn't unprofessional. Come on now. Those 5-star reviews on Google, it means nothing. Paid reviews, exactly, Lou Babe. Excuse me. Exactly. How you being rude and you supposed to be helping people. That's why I'm saying like these non-for-profit organizations, Lisa, is just full of Hey, Chanel, what's up? Okay, so Tunnel Vision says it may be unprofessional, but have you just thought about, is there a reason that he's not supposed to be up there? Maybe it's just their policy understand that they're supposed to be helping. No. You might have came in the live stream at the last minute, but when I talked to the owner on the phone, I told him I was bringing my husband with me because I'm pregnant and I cannot drag all this stuff by myself. He said, okay, that's fine. We get there and his whole demeanor changed. He was actually very rude towards my husband. Very rude. told him he can't come in the room. The other ladies telling him he can't come in the room. He bet not touch nothing, like the way they was talking. And these women, they call themselves Christians. They're church going women. Rude. Don't worry about it. I'll get Rusty out of here. They don't have a policy. Tunnel vision. They don't have a policy. There's no policy. And by the way, if there was a policy, they would have said that when I was going back and forth with them and I told them I don't like the way that they treat. They said that people get, you know what they said, by the way? They said people get sticky fingers. That's why they didn't want him in there. I said the owner is standing right here and he knows that I told him that I am bringing my husband and he said it was okay. Okay, but he could have stepped off to the side or something. We don't want him in here touching anything. I'm like, absolutely will not. No, I will make sure I give y'all a horrible ass review. I'm timing out all the trolls. Elaine, exactly. And it be your own kind. It be your own kind, Elaine. Elaine says some people be prejudiced against black men. A lot of black women, older black women, are definitely prejudiced against a lot of younger black men. They feel like all black men is gonna steal, kill, rob them. You know, like, come on, man. It could have been just because he was a man, but my thing is, it could have been so many different reasons for them acting prejudiced towards him. But see, and you know what? You're right, because my thing is with this, I have a husband. I'm not a single black woman that y'all want me to be. You know what I'm saying? This is what's in poverty. In poverty, I don't know the rate, but in poverty, there is a lot of single black pregnant women or single black mothers, single black women with children. That's going on a lot. So they probably felt like I should have been, you know, I should have fell in there, you know, along with everybody else. Exactly, Jake from State Farm. If you got a man, them folks ain't trying to help you. You know. So with that being said, let's get on the system real quick, because see, and we're gonna talk about black people, right? As you can see clearly, a lot of women that gets low income housing, Section 8, food stamps, child support, I mean, not child support, child care assistance, are black women. A lot of them are black women. But do they have a man? No. And even if they do, they can't even say that they got a man. So in order to get support from the system, because this world is just fucking unaffordable, you know what I'm saying? In order to get assistance, you have to lie to these motherfuckers and tell them that you don't got a man, that you're single, that you're a single black mother with. They help women with children. You have to literally say that you're. Do y'all know they don't even give you an option on applications to say that you even in a relationship? You can't say you're in a relationship. You can't say you engaged. It's either single, widowed, or married. I mean, I'm not married. He's my husband. I call him my husband because spiritually, he is my husband, you know, spiritually. But like, legitimately, we are not married. There is not paperwork showing that we are married. Spiritually, we are. So that's the truth. But you know, they give you no other option. It's either you mark you married, you widowed, or you single on applications, right? So I have to force myself to check off single, even though I'm not. I'm not fucking single. I have a man. You know what I'm saying? So soon as you say you single, next you go to your ethnicity. Are you white, African American, Hispanic, non-Hispanic, Indian? You know, all of those different ethnicities. And then they have it where it's like you can also have the option to say that you don't want to say your ethnicity. So now what I do is I don't say my fucking ethnicity, because you're not about to judge me based off of the color of my fucking skin, bro, or the person that I am, or how I was born. So yeah, simple as that. I say, you know what? I'm gonna start marking that. I'm not gonna tell y'all my ethnicity. So then it's like veteran, non-veteran, you know, shit like that. No, I'm not a veteran. Do you have any mental health issues or medical problem, all that shit? No, I don't. I'm not disabled. But somehow, some way, they still tends to judge you through the application. You know what I'm saying? I had this one lady call me back on, I forgot what kind of application I filled out. She called me back and says, so you mark down that you choose not to say your ethnicity. Yeah, that's what I put. Is it a problem? She was like, no, but you know, sometimes it is good to know. How the fuck is it good to know? That's nobody's business what my ethnicity is. It's not. Just like it really shouldn't be nobody's business if I'm single, widowed, or married. Why the fuck is it anybody's business? You know? So anyway, a lot of women that gets in these low income or Section 8 housing, they mark down that they single and they're black. How many kids they have? You got to put the kids' names down on the low and their social security numbers and all that shit, you know. And they get housing very fast. But if you say that you have a man, you definitely not gonna get housing. Now let's go on over to the EBT, food stamps. You better not put that you got a man living with you. You definitely ain't getting no food stamps. And if you do, they're going to ask you, do you need cash assistance? Look, this the trick, right? Because this happened to me a long time ago, y'all. Long time ago. At the time, I was in a relationship. This was like back in 2013. I was in a relationship. I had just had a baby, my first child, shit like that. So I didn't know how the system operated. I didn't know. I thought it was okay, you know, being that I needed food assistance. I thought it was okay. So I marked down I need food assistance. And I had put that I had, you know, a man, stuff like that, who's the father of the child. She said, do you need cash assistance? I said, what you mean cash assistance? She was like, well, the government helps you get monthly income monthly. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I didn't have a job or nothing like that. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I need. She was like, oh, okay. Well, I see you put the father of the child down here. Do he needs to be on child support? I said, what? No, he don't need to be on child support. She said, okay, well, I'm gonna put this application through, blah, blah, you know, application goes through, fast forward, I get approved for both cash assistance and food stamps. So all of a sudden, I get some mail, I want to say months later down the line, talking about child support. And I need to show face in child support court. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I never put nobody on child support. Nobody. I ain't put him on no child support. So I was just trying to understand what the hell was going on. So all of a sudden, all of a sudden, I go up to the child support office to see what's going on. She stated in order to continue receiving cash assistance, the child's father has to be on child support. I said, but I didn't sign any paper. She said, oh no, it doesn't matter. This is how it works. If you want cash assistance from the government, they're going to ask, well, what the hell is the father doing? He's not supporting the child, and we have to support your child. So we're going to place the father of the child on child support. Do y'all see the division that it causes? So next thing you know, he hitting me up and he's like cussing me out, calling me out my name. Bitch, you put me on child support, blah, blah, blah. I hate you. And I'm like, I didn't put you on child support, bro. I did not. If you would listen, he steady over talking me, yelling in the phone. He hangs up. Now we into it, okay? Now he believes in his mind that I put him on child support. Mind you, I never did. All I did was accept the cash assistance. Mind you, I did not know how the system operates at the time. It was my first child. I didn't have a job. I just had a baby. I needed some help. I needed some assistance, okay? Her father also at the time did not have a job either. You know, we were still young, still in high school, you know, shit like that. Actually, we were seniors in high school, getting ready to get out of high school and shit like that. So, I mean, my future was pretty much not a future. I want to say I was a young mother with a child, you know, didn't even know how the system operated, didn't know how nothing worked. That caused the wedge between me and him. I kept trying to text him. He wasn't responding. I laid off of calling him for the whole day. I was fucking crying because I'm like, damn, like I didn't do nothing to this man. Like he really believes in his mind. I put him on child support just because of this wicked ass fucking system. So then he calls me. He said, I just can't believe you did me like that. I said, if you would listen, please just listen to me. Just listen to me. All I'm trying to tell you is when I filled out the application for food assistance, I got approved. She asked me, did I need cash assistance? I said, yes. I never knew that they had to put the fathers on child support. He was like, get the fuck out of here. Like on some, you know, are you serious? I'm like, yes, I'm dead serious. He was like, well, I still don't believe you. There's no way that you could just accept cash assistance and they put you on child support. I said, okay. So since you don't believe me, now what? Now I just don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have any dealings with you because I know that you did that shit. You are a liar. Hung up the phone. I said, you know what? Can't even talk to him. Can't even fucking talk to him. This what the system did. This is what they fucking did. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me read the comments. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's go to Chanel says, I definitely get treated differently because I'm a single mom. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Like they help. And trust me, Chanel, I've been there. I've been a single mother with children and stuff like that before my kids got in the system. So I know that the system favors women with children. They will help you. They will help you. But the minute that you say you got a man, what? We ain't helping your ass. But see, another thing too is, you know what I'm saying? They cause great division between families and stuff like that. The minute that you say that you have a support system, they feel there's no need to help you. So y'all getting all this damn money coming in, and y'all can't, like, just because I say that I have a little bit of support, or because I have a man, but we still struggling to make ends meet. You don't want to help me like that. That's crazy as fuck, bro. Lube says, I'm a single white woman. My kids are grown, but I went through the same thing. I could not always say their dad was around. And you know what? Let me stop saying, oh, black women. I'm only saying that because that's what I know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I grew up around. That's all I seen. But I did see a video where it was this white lady who said the same exact thing, that the system came after her for, I think she said $1,800 in back pay from food stamps, because they said that she lied on her application and said that she was single and whole time she was married. And they were stalking her. They were watching her every move, you know what I'm saying, just to see if it was a man staying in her house. This is what a white woman said. So she had to owe all that money back. Matter of fact, take that back. It wasn't $1,800. It was $18,000 in back pay. She owed the system that much money because she stated, I'm single, but they were stalking her and found out that she was actually married. But it's fucking sad. Why should we have to lie, though, to get support and help? This world is already hard enough, bro. It's hard as hell. And you can't expect, just because I say, okay, I have a man, you know, that, oh, so she says she got a man. He can help too. Yes, he can help, but he can only do so fucking much. Just like everybody else that's going through the same exact thing. It's like people, you can have a support system, but people can only do so much. It's hard as hell to buy, you know, a cart full of food with cash. That shit is probably going to be like $300 or $400. And that's the same exact money that you got to put towards your rent so you could be able to have a place to lay your damn head or pay your car note, shit like that. Like, man, y'all want people to suffer. Elaine says, I feel like that's how they base their answers, on ethics. Exactly. Yes, they ask your ethnicity when you filling out forms. And I feel like that should be no one's business, because it's easy for them to divide and separate you and put you in this category with these people, this category with these people. A few times I lied on a few applications and said I was white. And I'm telling you, like, I got so many calls, you know what I'm saying, in regards to jobs. And the minute they heard my voice, they was like, oh yeah, we don't have that position available anymore. Why? Just like people can fucking identify as a frog, why the hell I can't identify as white? What if I really identify myself as a white woman? What if? So you can judge me for identifying myself as a white woman, but you can't judge other people that identifies themselves as a horse. Like, they literally, identity nowadays is a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. People are literally identifying themselves as dogs and cats and frogs and lizards. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. This is a damn joke. They are aware of what it does when you're forced to put somebody on child support. Exactly. I'm going to get you out of here. Yeah, I mean, wait a minute, did it? Okay, y'all, I don't know what's wrong with my chat now. Okay, got it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's nothing. All it's doing is causing division between people. It's causing division with their families. is causing division in regards to, let's put this person in this category because she's black. Let's put this person in this category because she's white. Let's put her over here because she's Hispanic. Like, so y'all pick and choose who the fuck y'all want to help, basically. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. And then they let me tell y'all something. The systems are connected. If you don't think the systems aren't connected, think again. They try to make it seem like, oh no, child support is a whole nother separate system. So you got a system for Social Security benefits, medical, cash assistance, food stamps, child support, the child protection unit, which is CPS. You know what I'm saying? And I might be missing something else. But you got all of these systems, and you telling me that, oh no, the child protection unit is divided away from these systems. Social Security benefits is divided away from these systems. Let me tell y'all something. I was today years old when I found out that all of this shit is connected, okay? All of it. All of it. Child support. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something. The Child Protection Unit, CPS, right? When they took my kids, they found out excuse me, let me calm down while I'm talking. When CPS took my children away 5.5 years ago, I started getting letters in the mail from the public aid office, which is the people that handle food stamps and stuff like that, right? Now they immediately, the minute they found out, which I didn't tell them anything, I guess it came through the system, they immediately took my children off of my food stamps. They took my children off of medical. They came in like vultures and took my kids off of everything, bro. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this shit is, I thought that they said that these systems are separated. No, this is connected. This is connected. How did they find out? How did they find out? That's because they all have damn near the same exact system that they work through. These people are, the people that work in these public aid office are mandated reporters as it is. I've heard of people getting their kids taken away just because a caseworker from the public aid office made a false ass report on them and lied on them, and their kids got taken away and placed into DCFS, and then immediately they took the kids off of the food stamps. Oh my God. Seriously. If you don't think in your mind that then also, the minute that your children is placed into DCFS, right, they try to look for other things to see if you have child support cases. You know what I'm saying? So they can try to use that against you in court once they take your children away. Oh, so he or she has a child support case from, let's see, 2015. Okay. We can use that against her. Make sure that you take those kids off of her medical. Make sure you take those kids off of her food stamps. Like, damn. They strip you of everything when they take your children. DCFS will strip you of everything. You got a good job, they strip you of your damn job too. No, they ain't calling your job telling, oh yeah, hello, we took their kids away. So yeah, they'll be doing court. They'll be not able to come in to work this day. No, they don't do stuff like that. See, what they do is they strategically plan how they can make you lose your fucking job. That's what the hell they do. You got a good job, a good income, and the next thing you know, once they say, oh, just let us know so we can work around your hours, so we can work with you and stuff like that. They not finna work with you. You know what they gonna do? They gonna tell you, okay, you said you work on Monday, right? Well, you got to visit on Monday with your children. So do you want to see your children? Like they try to act as if you don't love your kid. Like, oh my God, bro. These people are so fucking wicked, y'all. They try to act as if you don't love your children. You don't want to see your kids. If you tell them you sick, you're not feeling well, they make it seem like, hold on, y'all. Lisa says child support is actually illegal. Lou Babe says, I apologize to every single black mother out there who weren't treated with respect trying to take care of their family. I've been there, ladies. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, this is what I always be saying. Like, the system don't want to do nothing but divide us. You know what I'm saying? And they divide us by our races, but honestly, we all low key go through the same exact thing. Like it's hard, it's unaffordable out here in this world. Like some of us are actually going through the same thing. My thing is, I just don't like racist people. I hate racism. I hate racist people. I love all walks of life. But if you're racist, then we got a problem. If you're prejudiced, then we have a problem. Don't judge me just because of my background and where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I love everybody, and I feel like everybody should be treated with the same amount of respect. I feel like everybody should be treated equally, and they should not be divided just because of their background and where they came from and the way that they talk and the clothes that they wear and where they lay their heads. Like, no, come on, man. I'm not racist, but when I see racism, I call it out. I don't give a damn if your ass is black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care what ethnicity you are. If you're racist and you're prejudiced as hell, I'm going to call you out. Other than that, I love all walks of life. Seriously. I don't give a damn if you from a whole nother country. I don't care. If you treat me with respect, I'm going to treat you with respect. Brooke says, I did not even give them my kid's father's name, and he got a letter in prison informing him that CPS had been at my house. Never figured out how that happened. Oh my God, Brooke. Yes. I'm telling you, these systems are connected. Like, also, that's another one, Brooke. The prisons. Because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how can I say it? The jail systems or whatnot, they're connected with child support. They're connected with food stamps. Yes, they could. All of this shit is connected. So don't let these people lie to you and tell y'all, oh no, the systems are separated. I'm telling you right now, I was today years old when I found out that all of this shit is connected. The minute my kids got taken away, I get letters sent in the mail. Oh, your kids have been taken off of your food stamps. And like, what the hell? And then, oh, they found out the father of my kids extremely fast. When my kids got taken away, I did not tell them. His name, but they immediately found out who he was. You want to know why? Because these systems are connected. All they have to do is so simple as looking at a damn birth certificate, or they could type my kids' names in the system and it will pop up that he was on child support. All of these systems are connected. Amanda Bynes says, good morning, honey. I asked God to protect me from my enemies. I started losing friends. You know what, Amanda? Let me tell you something. All you're doing is you going through an isolation period. Let it be. I done lost all my friends, all of my family going through what I've been going through, and I didn't turn back and try to reach back out to them and try to get them to play a role in my life still. It is what it is. I'm gonna just move on about my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to impress anybody. Nobody. If you ain't there for me when I'm going through my things in my life, don't be there for me when I finally, reach the end of the tunnel and I see the light at the end of the tunnel and I get all the justice that's needed in my situation and I'm on top. Don't reach out to me then. It is what it is. Um, oh, okay, I get you, Amanda. I get you. Get the trolls out. Lisa says the United States owns your children once you sign the birth certificate. Yeah, well, I do know that, Lisa. So overall, it's like the system plays you like a violin. They tell you they can work around your schedule. When they take your kids away and put them in foster care, oh, we'll work around your schedule. Oh, we'll do this, that, and the third for you. But they're not going to do anything for you. But they sit here and they make you out to be such a horrible parent. They make you out to be such a horrible parent. You know, you sick, you can't come see your kids. They use that against you. You have to work. They use that against you. But this the crazy part, y'all. This the crazy part about working, right? So the minute that you lose your job, I can't even make this up. Just listen to me, y'all. The minute that you lose your job because of their doing, guess what happens? They ask you, do you have employment? And you like, no, I lost my job because I have to be at these visits. So my job is not going to continue to keep switching my shift around and working around my hours because y'all want to put the visit on this day. Oh, well, you need to get employment so that we can know that you're able to support your children when they come back home. Okay, well, I just had a job that I was on for a very long time, and y'all told me that I have to see my kids on this day, and y'all cannot switch the days around because y'all don't have any other transport to be able to transport my children on that day. So I abided by that, and I lost my job behind that. So I did have a job, but now I don't. Yeah, but you still need to get you need to show that you have a job so we can, be able to bring forth this in court so we can show that you're able to support your children. Let me tell y'all something. These people are walking contradictions because it's like I can't even tell y'all how many jobs that I lost behind this fucking system. Let me go on in detail. I'm not going to detail it all the way out, but let me tell y'all something. I had so many good jobs when my children first entered the system to be able to show the courts that I can support my children. By the way, they really not supposed to worry about if you can support your kids or not. That shouldn't even be their concerns. And it's a part of their policy. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're able to give your child the shelter that they need and take care of your child, make sure your kid good, not financially and not materialistically. But as long as you're able to give your kid a place to lay their head, it don't even matter if it's your own house. It don't matter if it's a relative. As long as your kid has a stable place of living and you can support your child, That's all that should matter. They should not worry about if you can support your kid, financially. Lisa, I know. Trust me, I know. I already know. Straight BS. I know they policy, and they lie about it. They walk in contradictions. You know what I'm saying? But this is, mind you, this is when my kids first got in the system. You know what I'm saying? I was told I had to show whatnot. I'm telling y'all, I did not tell them anything. I didn't show them what job I was on. I didn't show them how many hours a week I was working. All I did was tell them I have a job and I have to work on the days that my kids are visiting. They told me, "Oh, well, we can't work around that. You have to come see your children." Mind you, it is in their policy that they're actually supposed to work with the parents around our schedule so that we can be able to see our children. So in this instance, I put my children first, and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? This job ain't gonna help me get my kids back anyway. I'm gonna help me get my kids back. So I ended up quitting one job, another job. I kept going to work, but they ended up firing me when they found out that I couldn't work on a certain day because of the fucking foster care agency. So I ended up getting fired over that. I lost all my fucking jobs. So at that point, I had to result in doing delivery driving, which was pretty cool because I was able to work on my own time. Y'all can't make me lose that job. You know what I'm saying? So I lost those jobs just behind the company itself. And just because their customers was just evil. People lying, talking about they didn't get their food and shit delivered to them. Lying. So I ended up losing my jobs behind that. But anyway, this is what they do. They make you seem like you can't support your child, and then they put your children in a foster home with rich, wealthy people. This is the crazy part. Not all the time does this happen, but your kid was raised in the background of, obviously we're not rich and we're not wealthy, but we making it. We making it happen still. And we getting by fine. Instead of us being able to have our children, we're constantly reminded of the fact that our kids are actually in other homes with wealthy families, and they try to make it seem like, oh, this family can provide a better living and financially for your child. So they try to consider that behind closed doors as a reason to be able to keep your kids in the system, because they judge you based off of your ethnicity. And they sit there and they look at the statistics. Excuse me. The statistics show that Danny cannot provide a better living for her family because she is 5 times more likely to end up placing the father on child support, or because she is more likely to end up in low-income housing, and she probably won't even be able to get a job. They judge you based off of your ethnicity to see if you can provide a stable living for your kids. Okay, let me tell y'all something that they did a long time ago when we had court, right? I think this is when it went to trial or something. They started bringing up, yeah, it was trial. They started slamming the papers on the table. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Okay, it shows that at this time in this place, y'all, I'm telling y'all, the systems is connected. They found out each and every freaking house and apartment I've ever had, even if it was out of state. They found out I was living in Wisconsin. They found out I was living in Iowa. They found out I'm like, damn, how they get all this information? So they said, well, it shows that the mother cannot provide stability to her children based off of the fact that she lives here. Then she moved here. Bro, they even found out I was living in a shelter. How the hell did they get that info? Because the systems are connected. They found out I was living in a shelter in Wisconsin. They found out I had housing in Iowa. They found out every damn thing about me. At that point, they knew me better than I knew myself. I said, well, damn. So they try to use that as a reason to keep my kids in the system a little bit longer. She needs to have you know what somebody told me? I think it was an attorney or somebody told me something like, you need to provide a better, stable living environment for your children. I said, I always have. They bringing up some shit all the way from 2013. They bringing up some shit all the way from 2015, 2016. Like, come on, man. It's 2019. Yeah, but how long? You have to show the courts that you were able to stay in this house longer than that. What? That's not nobody's business. What the fuck? If I move, I move. Like, what the hell? That don't mean that I can't provide stability for my children just because I moved to this place and this place and this place. That don't mean shit. I'm their mother. I can do that. Okay? Just like how y'all asses can go and buy a house all the way in Kentucky and move out there in Kentucky for 2 years and then decide that you want to come back to Illinois and live in Illinois for another 4 years and then decide that you want to move to Texas. Why the fuck I can't do it? They're judging me off of that. But let's point out the factors in this, right? They judge me off of moving this place, and this place. But they turn around and they transition my children to about 10 to 15 different fucking foster homes since they've been in the system. And how many fucking CPS schools they done went to? Come on now. Y'all done move my kid from foster home to foster home to foster home. Is that stable living? No, it's not. You're actually making their lives even worse. Then you placing them in different schools. Then you placing them in hospitals, making sure they get hospitalized and all type of stuff just because they had a tantrum. So because they had a tantrum in the foster home, they need to be psychiatrically evaluated. I would never do that shit to my children, by the way. If my kids fall out on the floor right now in front of me and have a damn episode, if my kids was living with me right now and they decide, I'm gonna fall out on the floor, I'm gonna fall out in the stores, I'm gonna have a damn tantrum, you think I'm gonna say, get up, let's excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing, but man, excuse me. You decide, let me go ahead and let me get you psychiatrically evaluated because obviously something is wrong with you. So kids don't have tantrums now? So it's unnormal for a child to have a tantrum? The statistics, since y'all want to look at statistics show that Black children are more likely to end up in a psychiatric unit and psychiatrically hospitalized than any other ethnicity, especially while in the custody of DCFS. Y'all talking about abuse and neglect, right? But y'all neglecting my children, leaving them in hospitals for months at a time, psychiatrically medicating them and all type of stuff. I would never do that shit to my kids. Never. But I'm a horrible mother. But I'm unfit. Come on, man. Come on now. I'm unfit. I'm a horrible mother. I can't provide stability to my kids. Just lies. Lies. You're neglecting my child, leaving them in the hospital with no access to their family. Can't even call their family. Then when they are able to call their family, finally, those phone conversations, majority of the time, are supervised. So now when I fight for the right to be able to talk to my child while he or she is hospitalized, you want to supervise the phone calls now. Now you listening in on the conversations to censor me from being able to speak to my child as I should. And if I say the wrong thing, you're going to make sure that you stop those calls from happening. Then I can't have unsupervised visitation when my children is at the hospital because they have to be supervised by a caseworker from the foster care agency. Y'all did this shit to my kid. Y'all did this shit. I didn't do it. So why the hell should I not be entitled to be able to talk to my children that y'all put and threw in the psychiatric hospital because she had a motherfucking episode? As you say, it's an episode to them. They make it seem like it's not natural and it's not normal for children to lash out. Everybody gets pissed off from time to time, right? So why the fuck? This is my thing, y'all. They judge us and they judge our children, right? But they can be disrespectful to us as much as they want to, and they feel like in our policy, it shows that you have to have respect for the caseworker. You have to respect. You have to have respect. Let me tell you something. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I require respect as well. So if you disrespect me, if the same shit that you dish out to me, I'm going to dish out to you. But professionally, though. But professionally, I'm not going to cuss you out or anything like that. I'm going to professionally tell you about yourself. And also, I'm going to read you your own policy so you can see that in the policy, it states that this is your duty. Your duty. You're supposed to be this way towards us. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. So don't come at me and tell me that I'm being disrespectful towards you. And then the crazy part is they take that stuff to court. And when it goes to court, of course, everybody in the courtroom is going to side with the caseworker and shit. Of course. Why wouldn't they? It's their word against ours. Like, damn, we can't even vouch for ourselves if we wanted to. Our own attorneys don't even want to believe us. And I'm speaking in general right now. Brooke says, oh my God, that is ridiculous. It's because they want to go home, not because they have mental. Thank you. It's because simply they want to go home, Brooke. And I've said this to their faces plenty of times. Stop saying my kid got mental health issues. They want to come home. My child wants to come home. Simple as that. So the fact that they lashing out in foster homes and stuff like that, you believe that they are depressed. You believe that they're bipolar. You believe that they have ADHD. Like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with these people, bro? What's wrong with them? Blessed divinely, I'm not gonna lie to you. Go to my other videos to figure all of that stuff out. And by the way, I did nothing. There was allegations against me. So They watch my social media, y'all. They watching my YouTube right now, guaranteed. They're listening to everything that I say so that they can use it against me in court. Why the fuck are y'all on my channel in the first place? Why? So I'm not doing nothing on the outside. I'm not doing nothing outside. I'm not doing nothing wrong outside of me on YouTube making live streams. So y'all feel like since y'all can't find nothing on me on the outside, let's go to her YouTube channel and see what the hell she been talking about so we can use that against her in court. So you taking away my right to a freedom of speech. That's what you telling me. That's what you telling me. You trying to take away my right to a freedom of speech and then using it against me in court and then using it against me to get my children back. No, I'm going to speak about what's right. Because like I said in my last stream, what's right is what's right. It ain't nothing but these obsessed ass people from this doggone agency and from the courthouse that's watching me right now, y'all. They are obsessed. They obsessed. They have to see what the hell I'm talking about. And some of these foster parents too. Instead of worrying about making sure my kid can talk to me or not, you on my YouTube channel worried about what I'm talking about and copying and pasting the links and sending it over to the GAL and sending it over to the caseworker and stuff like that. And if it ain't the foster parents that's doing it, it's the other way around. Trust me. One of them doing it. They will literally sit here in my live stream all day, y'all, just to hear. And they pick out what they want to pick out. But y'all ain't going to pick out how I just spoke about the non-for-profit organizations. By the way, y'all are a non-for-profit organization. Yeah. Uh-huh. The foster parents want to adopt your children. Facts. Facts. They want to. And you want to know why? Because they're trying to break Danny. That's what they want to do. So you want to adopt my kid so you can get me out of character. But at the end of the day, what you fail to realize, ma'am or sir, or whatever you identify yourself as, my kids gonna always know who I am. They gonna always come back to me. So you can pull whatever it is that you want to pull. Oh, by the way, y'all think we don't know that y'all plotting on us right now? Me and my husband, we got discernment, strong discernment, trust me. And we can feel it from miles away. I know y'all plotting on something else. Trust me, I can sense it. And every time I say that, I be right. I'm telling y'all, if I'm right, I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to tell y'all exactly what they plotted on me, what they did. By the way, I'm not doing anything wrong. These people are just obsessed with me. They want to break me and they want my children to stay in the system so they can break me. I mean, let me tell y'all what they did to me. Not only did they take my children away and place them in foster homes, right, and keep them away from me and stuff like that, but they also had me to plead guilty to a felony charge in the court system, in the criminal court system, in regards to this DCFS case. They had me plead guilty to a felony charge, bro. And they said to me, they said, we got all the facts here. We got all the evidence we need, which was straight BS, right? So they said, at one point when I was constantly going back and forth to the courthouse with these criminal charges pending against me, I said, I'm pleading not guilty, bro. I'm not. You know what they told me? They said, you could plead not guilty all you want, but it still shows that you're guilty because your kids are in the system. And it was founded, okay, that abuse and neglect. towards your children. I said, how many other parents are y'all doing this to? Because I don't know why. I feel like this is just very rare to me. Like, I ain't never heard of no shit like this. So you telling me not only did you take my children away, but since you have me saying that, since y'all saying that I abused and neglected my children, you put up some criminal charges against me, and you told me if I don't plead guilty to the charges, it's going to be something. And when I say something, right, why these people tried to give me 10 plus years in prison, bro? They said, take it or leave it. Leave it? Fuck you mean? I'm not finna, hell no, I'm not taking no 10 years. I'm not going to no prison, bro. I'm not doing that shit. I didn't do anything wrong. Why the fuck should I have to sit behind the prison walls while the system raised my children and I ain't gonna ever be able to see my kids for 10 plus years, bro? You telling me I gotta plead guilty to some shit? I'm not pleading guilty. Nope. Y'all gonna have to drop them charges. Hell no. But the state did not want to drop the charges, bro. They didn't want to drop the charges. They said we're keeping it at 10 years. She could take it to trial if she want to, but she'll get slammed in trial because all it's going to do is show the evidence, which is simple as her children are in the system, and it was founded that she abused and neglected her kids, like I said, which was fucking lies, okay? And she's been in compliance with the services, so that is all the evidence that we need. So the shit was a fucking wreck, bro. I mean, I was going back and forth to court, bro. I want to say I was going back and forth to court for 2 years. And I said, did the state decide to drop the charges yet? Because I'm not budging, bro. I'm not taking those 10 years. Well, good news, we finally got the state to agree to some different charges for you. I said, what? Instead of taking 10 years, they want you to do 2 years probation. I don't want to do probation. Drop it. I don't want to be put on probation. I've never had a felony ever in my fucking life. I never had a felony charge, bro. This is what the system does to us. I had jobs. I was able to get jobs in the past. I was able to get whatever the fuck I needed because I did not have no felony charges. I might have had a little ass misdemeanor from all the way back when I was how old was I? Like 21 years old, because the police tackled me down to the ground and said that I was resisting arrest and they jumped me and shit. So I got a misdemeanor charge off of that. But I don't have a long criminal history, y'all. Never have, and I've never had a fucking felony charge ever in my life. Ever. I've never been to court. Like, I never had to go through this shit. Like when I had to surrender, you know what I'm saying, to the police for these charges, because at the time I had a private attorney. He told me that the detectives called him. This was when my kids first got taken away. Months later, he said the detectives called me and they said that they need you to come in to surrender yourself. They got all the evidence they need. I said, I'm not finna surrender my fucking self. I'm not finna go to prison, bro. He was like, I said, by the way, you are my attorney. You supposed to tell them. He was like, I tried everything I could think of, but they got all the evidence. Like, they saying that they need you to come in. Damn, y'all, I didn't even see all these comments. It says the judge be as public defender and arrested them because they want to keep the cash flow going because they don't get money for sending kids home. Exactly. But look, so they told me, oh, you need to come in. I mean, they told my attorney she needs to go in so she can get processed in and shit. Now, remember when I told y'all that when my kids first got taken, the social worker that came to my house had 3 detectives with her the whole entire time? One of those detectives, which was this white lady, she's the one that pressed the charges against me. She's the one, because the other 2 detectives stated that they don't see any reason for my children to be taken away. But she told them that she wants me in jail. Yes, the racism came out that bitch. Hell yeah. So if y'all hear loud sounds in the back, that's my daughter. Okay, I'm finna have to go get her real soon because when she wake up, she wreak havoc, and she be Miss Lady. She like to throw stuff down off the floor, all type of stuff. But anyway, my attorney was like, it's either you just go ahead and surrender or you just be on the run. Like, which one? And I know you don't want to go on the run. I was like, be on the run for what? What the fuck am I surrendering to? I'm just trying to understand this shit. So they not only do they take people kids away, but they press charges against them and they try to get them locked up. I said, you know what? Tell them I'll be there. He was like, all right, I'm going to let them know a day and a time. So there was a day and a fucking time scheduled for me to go in and surrender myself with my attorney to the police station. Over this DCFS ass shit, y'all. Over this shit, bro. So I get there. That bitch that I'm telling y'all about that pressed the charges against me, she's standing there smiling, smirking at me the whole fucking time. So, oh, by the way, when I got this call from my attorney, I was at work. At fucking work. He randomly called me and told me I needed to surrender myself to the police. As if I did something wrong. I said, do they have a warrant for my arrest? He said, yeah. What? So these motherfuckers went as far as to getting a warrant, bro. Are you serious? Okay. All right. I'm finna fight this shit. I'm not going. So, like I said, the bitch, she's smiling in my face. She all excited. She's happy. And next thing you know, my attorney, he pulled me to the side. He said, let me talk to my client for a second. He talked to me. He said, look, don't worry about it. You will be out of here. You're finna just get processed in. They're gonna get you out. All right. I'm like, but for what? Like, what the fuck? I was at work, bro. Why do I have to do this shit? He was like, you already know why. And he was like, by the way, I told them not to put no cuffs on you. So if they try to put some cuffs on you, that's their ass. All right. We're gonna end up suing them for that shit because you surrendered. You're polite to them. You don't pose a threat to them. They shouldn't there's no need for them to put cuffs on you. I said, okay. So he gave me a hug and told me to call him once I get out. So this bitch, once we get to the back, mind you, it was her and like 3 other police officers with her. Once we get to the back, they put me in, before they put me in holding, they slapped the cuffs on my wrist. And I looked at her and I said, take these fucking cuffs off of me, ma'am. Cause I was already nice to your ass. And I know you was the one that put these charges on me. Take these cuffs off of me because I'm finna call my attorney. He already said that y'all ain't supposed to put no cuffs on me. She was like, did he really say that? I said, yes. And take the shit off of me because I don't pose a threat to none of y'all. I didn't do anything to y'all. She was like, okay, give me a second. Let me go and get the key. She gets the key. She takes the cuffs off. I said, you just want to abuse your fucking power. You're an evil motherfucker. You evil as hell, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only reason why I got felony charges pending against me is because of your ass. So I get in the holding cell. I'm in there, just, oh my God. I'm like pacing back and forth. I'm trying to think of some things. I'm like, damn, what in the fuck? Like, this is what they do to people. This is what they do. Playing games with people's lives, exactly, Brooke. Lisa says, are you able to appeal that? I would suggest that you do research on the topic because they don't have any evidence beyond hearsay. If I do that, I'm going to have to go far and beyond in appealing the whole. And you already know, Lisa. Lisa, you know what we on. Come on now. But so I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm supposed to get out probably the next day because it was according to when they had court. So I get processed all the way in. I get downstairs to the police station in the holding cell. I fucking next thing you know, they postponed court. And they had us all down there, all the women down there and holding for 3 fucking days. I heard that they only supposed to keep you a maximum of 72 hours, I believe. But they almost went past the 72-hour mark. Anyway, they rounded us up. We in shackles. You know what I'm saying? We get to court. And all the women crowded around and said a prayer. They said a prayer. I was surprised. When it was my turn to go before the judge, at the time, the judge was black. Yeah. And honestly, you would think that like I said, it'd be your own kind. I'm gonna just say that. So I did not expect for the fucking courtroom to be packed. I mean, the courtroom was packed. Everybody sitting down there waiting on their loved ones to come out. The what they call it, the chambers, I believe, or a holding or something like that. I go before the judge and my attorney is there. I look behind me, my mom is sitting there. The judge was like, okay, it was just so embarrassing for him to call out my case. And I'm just looking around, everybody looking like, oh my God, she's a monster. I was so fucking embarrassed. And I was pissed, y'all. I was fucking livid. Now, y'all ass want to try to say, oh, she's an angry woman. This shit definitely made me angry because y'all fucking with my livelihood, bro. Y'all playing with my life right now. Lying on me and shit. Y'all took this shit too far. So the judge started reading off to the state started reading off all of the evidence that they said they had against me, how my children was taken away from DCFS a few months ago, how she started naming the things that they said that I did to my child. It was just fucking crazy, bro. And I'm looking and I'm like, I'm telling my attorney, like, no, bro, say something. This is a lie. So when it was his turn to speak, mind you, the judge was already judging me based off of what the state said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what the state say sometimes matters. Like this is why they make you pay for attorneys and shit like that, because at the end of the day, the judge is already convinced on what the state has against you, which is fucking sad because majority of the shit is lies, bro. So my attorney started speaking. He was like, Judge, my client is a loving mother. She loves her children. She'll do anything for her kids. She currently has a job she's working on. She's able to support her children. She's in compliance with DCFS, blah, blah. The judge was like, well, I understand what you're saying, but your client, this is just outrageous. Like, she attacked her child. She almost killed her child. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? And then he said, so what are you looking for? Because I was supposed to get out on bail. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I forgot how that shit go. I think it was D-Bond or something. I-Bond, my bad. I-Bond. So I was gonna get bonded out, through the system, through the courts or whatnot. The judge says $2,000 D-Bond. My attorney was like, no, please, judge, no. Like my client, she cannot afford to pay $2,000. You know what I'm saying? So the judge was like, well, I mean, I have to go with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she's a danger to her children, she's a danger to society. They tried to say I'm a danger to fucking society, bro. So my attorney, you know what I'm saying? I give him his props because he spoke on that shit, said I'm not a danger, gave the facts about that. So the judge was like, the lowest I can go is $200 D-Bond. I'm looking like, oh my God, I hope I can get out of here. I know my mom got $200. I know she got two. Please don't leave me in this motherfucker over $200. I'm about to get out this bitch today. So next thing I know, once the court was over for everybody, we go back to hell, into the dungeon of Cook County. Y'all ain't never been. Listen, you ain't from Chicago. If you ain't never been to Cook County Jail, I'm not gonna say everybody supposed to been there, but yo, that shit is a fucking nightmare. It is hell. I was literally in hell with demons, okay? So we all sitting, all the women, we behind they closed the gate on us, right? All of a sudden, these evil, wicked ass what is the name of those people? The guards? I forgot the name of them. They're walking up and down with these dogs, with these fucking big ass dogs, y'all. And the dogs is barking. And I'm like, and it's hot down there. I'm sweating. You know what I'm saying? So they opened up the gate where we were. And the dogs came in there. And bro, they said, stay still, stay still. I said, get this dog off of me, please. Get it off, get it off. Big ass dogs, y'all. They started trying to stick the dogs on us and shit. No lie. It was a fucking nightmare in there. So they said we came in here because the dog is picking up drugs. Somebody in here got some drugs. The dogs is just barking, jumping on people. So they found the chick inside of where we were at in the holding that had the drugs on her, y'all. I don't know how the fuck she snuck drugs in there. And the dogs picked up the scent and they grabbed her ass and took her up out of there. Then they started putting the dogs on other people because across from us, it was the men. The men were across from us. They started trying to put the dogs on them and shit. I said, this shit is just not me. Like, I've never been in this situation before. I hope and pray that I get out this shit. You know, I just started praying, staying to myself. Everybody in there was talking to each other. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to make no friends. Get the fuck out of my face. Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me about my charges. None of that shit. Please leave me the fuck alone. I just want to get out of here. I want to go home. And next thing I know, they ended up taking because since we already had court, they said we gonna call the names of people. They transitioned us down further into the dungeon. I'm telling y'all, it looked like fucking hell. It looks like hell. You don't ever want to go to jail, y'all. You don't ever want to get processed in to jail, especially Cook County. So they took us farther down into the damn dungeon, you know, people pacing back and forth, hoping that they get their name called so they can go home and shit. So they called about 12 people off the list, and I wasn't one of them. They said, if we call your name, that means you're going home. If we don't call your name, that means that you're staying and you have to go upstairs so you can get processed and sent to a cell. I was like, oh my God, they didn't call my name. They didn't fucking call my name, bro. They ain't call my name. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. So next thing you know, they rounded us up, took us upstairs to get all the way processed in. We taking mug shots. We got to change out our clothes into the jail, actual official jail uniform, and get sent to a cell. I was in that bitch pissed. I was livid, bro. All I kept thinking about was my kids. I just want to get out of here. I just want to go home. I'm like, I'm finna sue the shit out of them, bro, for this shit. Like, this is crazy. So, right when they was immediately, like right when they had processed me all the way through and was about to send me to a cell, they end up calling my name. And I'm thinking they calling me for something else. They was like, get your stuff on, you getting ready to go home. I'm like, I'm finna go, for real? I'm going home? I don't have to. It was like, yes, you're going home. You can go change into your clothes. Woo, when I say that was a fucking relief, y'all. It was a relief. So I was out on D-Bond. And mad y'all, I'm thinking I'm immediately about to go home. But what they did was they had me go downstairs into it was a whole nother process. It takes up to, I don't even know. I think up to about 12 hours to get processed out. Like when they called my name, it was 2 p.m, right? But by the time I got downstairs to get processed out, I didn't get out of there until 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. 2 a.m. How do it take that long to get out? I mean, I felt like I was going crazy in my head. I'm like, bro, I can't do this shit. Get me out this motherfucker, please. This is not what I'm not like this. I can't do this shit. They treated me like a straight fucking criminal all in there. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. They lied on me, throw dirt on my name. The judge believed them. All type of shit, bro. All I wanted to do was just go the fuck home. Didn't even get no food. None of that shit. They gave us the damn choke sandwich. A choke sandwich with some nasty ass, sugary, diabetic ass juice. I just wanted to go home. So I finally get out. My mom picks me up. I immediately called my attorney. Look, my mom had my phone and shit. So when I turned it back on, I had like 13 missed calls from my fucking attorney. His ass was like, I was trying to understand what the fuck happened. I was worried about you. You was supposed to get out. Whole time, I'm like, bro, you forgot you went to court with me? Like, and judge talking about some $200 D-bond? Like, come on, bro. So at the end of the day, y'all, the shit was a nightmare. All because of DCFS. All because of these motherfuckers. It's their fault. They're the reason why I lost so many jobs. They're the reason why I have a felony charge and I can't fucking get a job for the life of me. Seriously. I've had jobs. Don't get me wrong. I was able to get through some delivery companies. And right now I got 2 delivery jobs and shit like that. But I need another job. I need a real fucking income, bro. I can't. And then on top of that, when you do get jobs and shit, they don't want to work around your schedule. Like, these people, they set you up for failure. And to my understanding, it is their duty as a foster care agency to reunite the family. Okay? Y'all supposed to work in the favor of my children. And working in the favor of them is them coming home, not fuck my whole life over. Not only did you take my kids, I got jobs taken away from me. I got felony charged because of you motherfuckers. Just a complete nightmare. A complete fucking nightmare. Exactly. Exactly, Lisa. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me go get my daughter. We back. Exactly. Exactly, Brooke. The felony makes everything difficult, don't it? You know what I'm saying? Even my so like I told y'all, they got me on probation, a 2-year probation. Even the probation unit is looking at me like, what the fuck is this? Like, you don't even belong, excuse my language in front of my baby. You don't even belong here. This is BS. What is this? Even the probation unit is looking like, nah, this don't even make sense now. Why would they put a child? It's people that's coming in probation for real felony charges, like gun charges, drugs. Like, what am I doing here over a DCFS case? It makes no sense. And then y'all, they said, because you know how like when people is on probation and stuff like that, they have stipulations as far as, you know, you can't smoke weed and stuff like that. They got to get drops done. Other stuff. I don't, community service, pay a fine. They looked at me like, you don't have none of this stuff. You know what they tried to say, y'all? They said for my stipulations, I need to abide by all DCFS recommendations and services. So if so basically, if I don't abide by DCFS service recommendations, and if they throw a random service out there to me after I completed all of my services and I'm supposed to get my kids back, if they give me another service, y'all, and I say that I don't agree with this, I want to take this to appeals, do you know that I could get locked up for that? Do y'all know? Let me tell y'all something. I go in to go see my probation officer one time. She told me, do you know that this agency contacted us saying that you were not in compliance? I said, lies, lies, lies. I got proof. You want the proof? Gave the proof to my PO. And she was like, why is they lying? Bro, they trying to get me locked up, bro. They trying to get me locked up to get me away from my children by lying on me. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Come on now. Trump is running for president under 34 felonies. So it is the government that picks and chooses exactly. Come on, man. This dude went to trial and everything. This man got... No, but you can't chew on that. That's my phone. You can't suck on my phone. Here. Get her little snacks first before. Let me see what time it is. Oh, girl, you 30 more minutes. You can get you some lunch. Come on. You eat your little snack. Come on, man. Trump running for president under 34 felonies. But y'all gonna charge me. I'm not gonna say my charges on here. You know what I'm saying? By the way, if you guys are watching and tuning in from the foster care agency, from DCFS behind closed doors, I'd like to say thank you for the views. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have made such a difference in my life. And, you know, I just clap it up for y'all. Shout out to DCFS, y'all. They have made such a huge, amazing difference in my life. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've never been through anything like this, and I just want to say, like, give them a big shout out, y'all. They deserve it all. They clap it up. Come on, baby, clap it up for DC. Yes, they done did it. They did that, y'all. They did that. Okay. You know, they thrive off of, you know, ruining people's lives. And you know, I would definitely, I want to give them, you know, the best shout out there is. If anybody on here ain't never shouted out a person with love, let's give it up for DTFS, y'all. Let's give it up to the foster care agencies and the court systems. Woo, they be doing the damn thing, y'all. And they make sure our kids are good. They make sure our kids are safe, guys. by putting them in hospitals and putting them on medications. Yes, you know what I'm saying? If that's the best thing for our children, because, we have to work in the best interest of our children. So, the best interest of our children is for them to be placed in hospitals and placed on medications. So, and also, most importantly, we must think. Okay, we have to think. Okay, we got to think smart here. Now, we must understand that our children has mental health issues, guys. Okay, we cannot just not think that they have mental health issues, and our children, they deserve to be on medications, because the medicine is going to help them, guys. It's going to help them, and them being in the system. I mean, wow, I'm just grateful that I get to be a nanny to my children. You know what I'm saying? I don't get paid for it or anything like that, but I do get a chance and the opportunity to watch my own children for 2 hours a week, y'all. You know what? Volunteer services. Give it up for DCFS, guys. Yes, they make it to where you can be nannies to your own children. They need you to babysit your children for 2 hours instead of them, giving you your kids, because, your kids, I mean, they can take a toll on you, according to DCFS. They don't want to give you all 5 children back at the same exact time. Why would they do that? Why would they do that, guys? Come on now. Let's be realistic here. Exactly, Lisa, y'all. Shout out to Lisa, y'all. Facts. Lisa says, shout out to the judge that allows our children to receive more suffering under their administration while they keep receiving. Yes. Hey, we gotta listen. DCFS is one of the world's biggest. CPS is one of the world's biggest, most amazing / corrupt systems, and we have to appreciate the corruption within the systems, guys, because if it wasn't for the corruption, where would we be? Where would our children be? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Brooke, let's do all the diagnosis, Lisa says, shout out to the DCFS members that know their system is crooked, but yes. Yeah, girl, come on. Yeah, girl, come on, man. Show them. Say shout out. Yeah. Y'all, I am just so, words can, you know what? As if I'm at the Grammys. Words cannot express, first I want to give honor to God, who's the head of my life. And most importantly, I want to give honor and a shout out to DCFS, Cook County Courts, Crook County systems, and the whole foster care system as a whole, and also the foster parents, most importantly. Because if it was not for them, where would I be? Where would my children be? I'm so proud of them for the things that they have done to my children, mentally messing them up. It is just an honor to see things like that. I enjoy being able to go to hospitals when my children are hospitalized. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Here. It is just such an honor to be able to go to the hospitals when my children are hospitalized, and be supervised under supervision. It is such an honor. And I have to, this is one of the biggest things here, guys. Y'all have to acknowledge this here. the fact that my oldest 3 children's father gets way more leeway and rights, you know what? Give it up. Give it up to them. Give it up to them for that. We got to. Yes. Okay. And once they give you overnight visitations, okay, here's another thing, guys, because we have to acknowledge this now. Once they give you overnight visitations, they can take it away from you, like me, because of a video that was live streamed at the police station, because the police were there watching me give my son to his foster parents because they believed I was a threat, guys. And there was a 911 call made on me and my husband. We really appreciate that, y'all. We really do. Because if it wasn't for y'all making those 911 calls on us and getting the police involved in my live stream video, we wouldn't have overnights. I can't believe they be doing that. That is so cool. I don't know, don't y'all think that's cool? I really appreciate them for doing that. Yes, shout out to DCFS for trying to shut down your First Amendment rights while trying to hide their crooked ways. You know what, Lisa, girl? You know what, Lisa? We need to go get us some champagne or something and we need to celebrate. Girl, we need to celebrate for them taking away my First Amendment rights. Yes. This is just amazing. And I just wanted to say, guys, that I hope that you guys can acknowledge these things with me. And, we are on the road, guys, to success. The success of DCFS stripping me of my parental rights. We are on the road to that, guys, in November. Come on now, clap it up for that. They are doing that, y'all. I'm telling you, they doing the damn thing. You don't believe me? Y'all better watch from the sidelines. Come on now. We have to give it up for them, y'all. They've been doing the good. Listen, they are doing good deeds, y'all. All across the world, they're walking in people's homes and taking their kids and placing them in foster care. Why wouldn't we be happy about that? Come on now. Y'all know doggone well we should give these people their props now. Y'all know that. Yes, Lisa, shout out to the bogus attorneys that they assign who are on the side of the judge and DCF. Girl, we all know that you're paid by the government. Yes, guys, I'm telling you, we have to clap it up for DCFS. I have never been this excited in my life yet. Man, I'm just, you know what? I think we should celebrate. Shouldn't we celebrate? Yes, we should. Yeah, we should. We should. She said no. But we got to celebrate, y'all. Because if it wasn't for them, guys, my life would not be this amazing, y'all. I wouldn't have a felony charge. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them, my kids wouldn't be taken away from me for almost 6 years. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to see my son on his birthday, which is tomorrow when he's going to be 10, guys. It's such an amazing outcome in my life. They are so amazing. And you know what? I wish I can personally give the foster care agency itself a personal shout out. I wish I can give y'all the name of them, but we're not going to do that. We just going to clap it up for them. Shout out to my caseworker, y'all. Shout out to that lady. Woo! You know what? Shout out to my caseworker, y'all. She is amazing. She has made an amazing transition in my case. She has made a huge change in my case. Since she came into the picture and got on my case, everything has been going amazing, guys. My children have remained in the system. They have been on the medications. They've been hospitalized. They have been from foster home to foster home. Man, words cannot explain. I don't know, how. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, my caseworker is you know, I wish she was right here, right now. You know, I will let y'all see how much of a difference she has made on my case. You know, shout out to her for being able to. Okay, hold on. Shout out to my caseworker, y'all, for her being able to, you know, watch my video. Y'all know what? She be tuning in to my videos, watching me. Her and the foster parents. And they, you know what? They be all in the GAL. Shout out to her as well, guys. Wow, these people love me. They love my children. They love my children so much that they're willing to provide stability to them, even if that means my kids have to go to 12, 13 different foster homes. Shout out, man. I'm just so grateful. Shout out to the bogus caseworkers that never do their jobs but get mad when you tell them about their. Yes! Shout out to my husband in the live stream, y'all, King Lou TV. Hey, we got to shout these people out because they've been doing an amazing, terrific job, guys. I'm telling you, especially when you read them, they policy and they get pissed off. It lights up my world. And I can't, geez, words cannot express how happy I am that this has been going on for almost 6 years, guys. Words cannot express that my son is going to be 10 years old tomorrow and he's been in the system since he was 4. I'm just so, you know what? I'm so proud of them. I am so proud of them. They're doing a damn thing. I'm telling you. He says, I know I'm late, but clap it up for them claiming you an unfit mother, but letting us keep our child because you are such an unfit mother. Yes! Woo! Man, I'm telling y'all, man, these people they've done a terrific job, guys. I'm telling you. Shout out to the foster parents who literally hate the bio parents for actually trying to get their kids back when they just want you to give up so they can keep your children. You know what? If you ain't said nothing better in all these years that I've known you, that was one of the best speeches that you know what? I want to personally give a shout out to the foster parents. I'm not going to say their names, but shout out to you guys for every time we go to court, you guys find different reasons to be able to keep my son in the system. And you know what? Me and his father, we appreciate that so much. We appreciate it so much. And you know what? Shout out to the other foster parent that has our 3.5, almost 4-year-old daughter. And every time we see her, she always she looks like a bum. Like she just no offense to my daughter, but you know, shout out to you for dressing her like a fucking bum. Because if it was us, you know, we would get thrown under the bus. You know, my daughter, she reeks, she stinks. She has, you know, bad hygiene and whatnot. And I really appreciate you for that because, you know, maybe, you know, there's no such thing as washing her up and, you know, you don't believe in that. And we have to go according to whatever your beliefs is, because if your beliefs is for my child to stink, then we have to go in the best interest of our child, which is for our child to stink. And you know, her nails are always long and dirty. And I totally appreciate that. I really appreciate my daughter for having long, dirty nails. You know, I appreciate the foster parent for allowing me and my husband to see that when we see her. Shout out to her for that. Shout out to her for that. Oh, by the way, we still got my daughter bag over here. So, you know, if you want it, let me know. Lisa says, shout out to your caseworker for being an ass and hiding under the government. Girl, you know what, Lisa? Girl. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. You know what, guys? Let's do a personal shout out to the whole entire team. To the whole team. that has my back and my husband back and our kids back, guys, because they know what works in the best interest of our children. Now, am I saying anything wrong here? Let me know. Let me know. I'm not saying anything wrong. And I don't want to be angry because they already said that you know what? That's another thing, guys. Shout out to them for saying that I need anger management. Woo! You know what? That judge said that I need to take anger management classes. And in order for me to get my overnight visitations back with my children, I must take anger management because I am angry. I'm an angry individual. And I do not deserve to be around my children. Okay? So, I must say that I need to take anger management. Shout out to that judge. You know what, Judge? I love you. I love you. If it was not for you, Judge, my children would not be in the system for 5+ years. Y'all must be doing an amazing job. Wow. You know, I never thought of that. I never thought how much of an amazing job they were doing to keep my kids this long. Well, damn. They must be doing better than I did, y'all. Oh, y'all, hold on. I think I'm missing another shout out. Shout out to my previous caseworker that used to be on the case. Shout out to her because she made sure that me and my husband didn't even stand a chance with our 2 youngest kids because they got taken away at birth. Shout out to her. I appreciate her, even though she's no longer in the case anymore. It's okay. Shout out to the parents that know their rights and can check DCFS on the spot. What's wrong? Okay, give me a second, y'all. Let me get a second real quick. Come on, you gotta eat snacks. As soon as I get off, girl. So we finna turn up. We finna celebrate. Woo! Come on, let's celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. This is an amazing time, man. Let's turn up. You know what? We gotta get them another shout out, baby. We gotta get them another shout out. Come on, let's get them another shout out. Because guess what, Peyton? Most importantly, sweetheart, girl, shout out to them for being able to keep you away from your siblings so you won't even know your real family, girl. That is just amazing work. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You ain't throw it on the floor, girl. Okay. You know what, y'all? Y'all still there? I just thought about something, guys. Shout out to the judge that uses his power to... Girl! Ain't that right, girl? You know what, y'all? We forgetting a shout out, guys. We have to shout them out, right? Most importantly, for my daughter, Peyton, that's her name. Shout out to these people for allowing Peyton to stay away from her siblings and not even know who her siblings is. So when she finally go around them, she be so confused as to who these children are. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. You know what? We got to get them another one, y'all. We finna be giving a lot of shout outs for this live stream, man. Shout out to them for making my 3.5-year-old, almost 4 years old daughter believe that the children, which is her siblings, that she does come around and visits are her friends. Oh my God. So lovely. I asked her, I said, who is that? That's my friend. I said, no, that's your sister. No, that's not my sister. That's my friend. Mommy, that's my friend. I'm like, no, these are your siblings. That's your brother. That's your brother. That's your sister. That's your sister. Okay? They're not friends. They're your siblings, sweetheart. Shout out to the damn, you know what? They've been doing it. They've been doing it. They've been doing it. Let's get the trolls out of here. But they've been doing it, y'all. I'm telling you, shout out to them for being able to control the minds of our children strategically to the point where our kids believe that their siblings are their friends. Wow. Shout out to the parents that are not afraid to tell their stories about the crooked DCFS system that loves to keep families separated to make their pockets fatter. Lisa, I love you. Lisa, I love you. Damn. We got so many. Anybody else want to give a shout out? Anybody else want to give a shout out to the system? Shout out to the system for trying to separate their fathers from their children as well. And I mean that. When I say that, I mean, you know what? I take that back. Shout out to the system for allowing the fathers that were incarcerated in prison to get way more rights than the mother that's been fighting for her kids since day one. Shout out. Shout out to the system that don't want to listen to the 11 and 12-year-old children that are currently in DCFS when they say they want to go home, knowing that they have rights at that age now. Oh my God, shout out. And guys, I hope you see this video and I hope that it encourages you and it helps you to understand that Danny actually loves you guys. I don't mean any harm. I'm not angry. I'm not an angry mother. You know, I don't deserve anger management and all of these different services that you guys are giving to me. Even though I completed 6 out of 6 services 2 years ago and I deserve my children back. I mean, you guys are just so amazing. So amazing. And you know what? Words cannot explain. I feel like you guys are like the best thing smoking in my life right now. If my family ain't did shit for me, you guys definitely have. Yeah, DCFS is my family, guys. They are actually our family. Wow. They're in our lives 24/7. They have our children. We get to call them whenever we want. You know what I'm saying? Like we get to send messages and emails to them. They send us pictures of our children instead of letting us talk to our kids. These people are just, y'all be really wanting to know the difference that DCFS makes in people's lives. Like in people's lives, this is what they do. This is the amazing things that they do. You have to listen to me. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Shout out to DCFS for not telling our children their rights and instead allowing our kids to sign their lives away at the age of 12. Wow. You know what? I am so happy for what the future holds with DCFS, guys. I've never been this excited in my life before, you know, just to know what they have in store for me next after Monday comes. Because they watch me and they love me so much that they have something else put together for me and my husband, guys. They love us, guys. They love us so much, okay? And I'm pretty sure they might have a little party put together for me and my kids and my husband. Like, y'all, we're going to enjoy that party. Okay, we're going to turn up, y'all. Telling you. Shout out to DCFS for allowing foster parents to abuse our children and get away. Shout out to them, y'all, because they definitely did that. Shout out to them for allowing the foster parents to abuse my oldest daughter. You know what I'm saying? And then when she tried to fend for herself, she got placed in psychiatric hospitals. Shout out to them. Shout out for them for retaliating against me once I tried to report the foster parents and report the abuse to the DCFS hotline. Woo! Shout out to them. Shout out. Shout out. Because they told me, guys, that, you know, I don't need to contact DCFS hotline if their foster parents does something wrong to my children. I should report it to the foster care agency. Wow, that is just, I think that's kind of out of their policy, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's not a part of the policy here, guys. Because if I was to do something wrong to my children while they are in my care on my watch, there will be a report from DCFS. The investigators would be at my door in a heartbeat. Shout out to them for letting us know that the foster parents are capable of abuse and neglect to our children, and they're okay with that, guys. Shout out. Hey, shout out to my kids for telling me that these foster parents been abusing them in the foster home. Shout out to my kids for telling me, like, Mommy, please don't tell nobody because we're going to get in trouble. Shout out. Brooke says they want y'all to give up that fight, but true loving parents will continue to fight just as you are. Yes, the agency, Brooke. Yes. We gotta shout them out though, because see, Brooke, they're doing an amazing job, Brooke. They're doing an amazing job with keeping our children from us, keeping them locked away in the system for years after years, you know, letting parents miss out on birthdays, holidays. Well, me personally, I don't celebrate holidays. You know, it's a spiritual thing. It's, you know, that's just me. I don't celebrate holidays, but I do celebrate birthdays. So yeah, shout out to them for keeping us away from being able to do that. Shout out. Shout out to the parents that will destroy the crooked DCFS system. Exactly. Facts, Lisa. Because, you know, we have to show these people that we love our children and we deserve our children. Shout out to them for really believing in their minds that we are unfit parents and we don't deserve our kids, and they can do a better job than we can. Shout out to them for actually dividing our children and putting them in different foster homes. You know what? I actually, on my behalf, would like to give a shout out to the system for placing all 5 of my children separate away from one another in different foster homes, to the point where they only get a chance to see each other twice a month. If that, because sometimes they're sick, so they don't even make it to be able to see their siblings and stuff like that. So yeah, they barely even know each other. So yeah, shout out. You want some more? Shout out to them, right? Most importantly, guys, for taking away 5 of my children and allowing me to keep 1. Now, must I say that it is a blessing to be able to keep my sixth child here, Peyton, it's a blessing to have her home with us. You know what I'm saying? To be able to give birth to her and, you know, have her home here with us and take damn good care of her, because we're not going to put her in a psychiatric hospital and put her on medications if she has a tantrum when she gets older. We damn sure would never do anything like that. Shout out to them for never having real evidence. And you know what? Going word of, you know, hearsay. So shout out to them for the hearsay. But you know what? I just want to say shout out to them. But also this is really big, guys. I gotta thank God though, that for real, we were able to keep baby number 6. And she's still here with us, and she's gonna be 10 months old tomorrow. And we love her. We love her. We you know what I'm saying? She is the light in our lives. My other children are too, but you know, I'm speaking from being able to keep my daughter and have her here. It was just a blessing from God for us to be able to keep her. And shout out to them for putting an investigation against me after I gave birth to her. And, you know, the investigation closed out a few months ago. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. I gotta give it up for them for that. But shout out to them for telling the DCFS investigator that I've been compliant with my services, and then turning around saying that they need to take her away from me because I never reported her birth to them. Shout out to them. It is just amazing work that you guys have done. And I don't believe that you guys get enough, you know, honor and acknowledgement from, you know, the community of us biological parents that has had to suffer behind the hands of you guys. You know, you guys strategically plan and plot out our children's lives by just saying, hey, we're going to keep their kids in the system. And I just feel like you guys don't get enough acknowledgement and shouts out for that, you know, because in you guys' eyes, you believe that you're doing an amazing job with our kids. And we just want you to know that you actually are doing a really good job with our children. You're not doing a horrible job with them. You're making sure they're medicated heavily, you know, big transition to school after school, different foster homes. They stay away from their biological parents, most importantly. You guys have just made such a huge, gigantic difference in my life since since my children have been involved with you guys. The judge himself has, you know, definitely made a really, really big difference in our lives because, you know, he holds, according to him, he holds the power to be able to give us our overnights back and, you know, keep our children in the system. You know, shout out to him for being able to hold the power in regards to that. Shout out to him. Shout out to the judge personally, guys, because, you know, he's, hold on, y'all, one more time. Oh. Oh. What you did? It's like you doing everything. You doing everything, ain't you? Yeah, guys, you know, we got to shout the judge out most importantly because he has pretty much, you know, he's a big factor in this situation, guys. He has seen the progress that me and my husband both has made, you know, how much compliance we've been in with the system and completing all of our services and doing everything that we have to do. And yet and still he wants to keep our children in the system, guys. He still wants them to stay. So yeah, we gotta clap it up for him. You know what? Clap it up for him. Clap it, clap it, clap it. This judge knows me, really well. He knows me better than I know myself. He believes that I have anger management, and I need to manage my anger, and I have, angry issues. And so does the caseworker and the GAL and everybody. Oh my gosh, guys, they have done outstanding work. Outstanding work. They believe that, being that I have a strong voice and I voice my opinions on the system, and I tell them, I tell the world how I feel and how I tell the world my story. And they believe, that I'm talking too much and I'm telling too much of the business, and I'm very angry. And they believe that, I'm just not fit to be around my children, and I pose a threat and a harm to my own children. Wow. Nobody has ever said the amazing things that you guys have said. You guys have said some really amazing things about Danny, and it means so much to me. It means so much to my husband. We have gone the extra mile by being able to give you guys a personal shout out today. We definitely sat down and we thought about some things, and we said, you know what? And my friend Lisa here as well. Lisa, we all just got together and we decided that, you guys deserve more, okay? Because you guys, you don't get the recognition that you should, you should get great recognition around the world, being that you make people's lives change, and you should know that. You should definitely know that, okay? I love you guys so much. I really do. Shout out to DCFS for continuing to display your contradictions. Yes. Shout out to Allegation 60, which is not a real allegation, but bull crap. Shout out to DCFS for causing the most harm to our children. Yes. Shout out for Cat Williams for saying that all lives will be exposed. That means DCFS. Yes. But guys, I don't believe that they're lying, guys. I believe that they're telling the truth, because according to them, we need to acknowledge our children having mental health crises and mental health issues. Like, we should not disregard that, guys. Our children are mentally ill. And shout out to them, y'all, for saying that I got multiple personality disorder, that I show signs that I have multiple personalities. Shout out to them. Because, see, they know Danny more than Danny knows herself. Just based off of a psychiatric evaluation, which Danny should have never gotten in the first place, because she finished all of her services successfully and completed everything, and it got closed out 2 years ago. So there should not be any reason why DCFS wants to continue to keep her children. But shout out to them for telling Danny that her children deserves to remain in the system, because it's just not meeting their needs. They need to be somewhere else. They don't need to be home with their mother. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to them. Shout out to the system who has the real mental health disorders, especially the case. Girl, yes. You know what? I'll tell you guys a story. Real quick story, by the way. True story, right? There was once a girl named Danny and her husband. Danny and her husband were visiting their son. At the time, their son was an infant child, and they were inside of the visit with their previous caseworker. And their previous caseworker stated, hey, you guys should be thankful that I even brought your son because I was actually sick. So Daddy and her husband were like, huh? What do you mean sick? If you're sick, you should never been transporting our infant child. She said, oh, no, not that kind of sick. I'm mentally sick and I need to be home. I don't even need to be here. Shout out. Shout out to that caseworker for admitting that she actually had a mental illness and she was transporting our son the whole entire time. Anything could have happened to our infant child in her hands because he was on her watch. And he was on the watch of the foster care agency as well. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for hiring caseworkers that actually have mental health issues and that decides to point the fingers to the biological parents and their children saying that we have mental health issues because we're fighting for what's right. You gotta love the system, guys. You just gotta love them. You gotta love the wickedness, okay? It's so much wickedness in this world, and the biggest pieces of the wickedness is the corruption within the foster care system. Because according to the foster care system, guys, you will get your kids reunified with you once you complete all service recommendations that were given to you through your IA. So yeah. Doesn't mean that they should add on more services for you to do, especially if it's not necessary. Shout out to them. Shout out to the system who has the real mental health. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. I already read that. Wait a minute. I think my chat froze for a second. Okay, do it. Are you spitting? Shout out to my daughter, y'all, who actually has to watch her siblings be transported by other people once she's able to see them and they can't go home with her. Shout out, guys, to the system. Y'all, they have created an amazing, great division between me and my family, you know, especially considering the fact that they stated, I cut my family off. Oh my gosh. You gotta love them because guess what? They said, I cut my family off, but they're separating me away from my family. Wow. Walking contradictions. You gotta love these people. They are amazing, guys. Shout out to the couples that don't allow DCFS to separate them. Yes. Shout out to me and my husband. For real. Shout out to Lisa and her guy as well, because guess what, guys? Guess what? They have tried their best to cause a great division between me and my husband. And oh my God. It didn't fucking work. I love y'all so damn much. This is just so fun. I love shouting people out, guys. It's amazing. But according to them, I'm angry right now, guys. I have multiple personalities right now. You know, I show signs of a person that has a multiple personality disorder, and I'm hiding behind a mask. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting on a facade. Shout out to them for writing down everything I'm saying right now, y'all, so they can use it against me in court. and probably use it against me. Let me see. Monday is a holiday. Tuesday. Shout out to me for being on to their games. Yes, I'm putting on a facade, Lisa. I'm putting on a facade. You know what I mean? I have multiple personalities. I'm an unfit, angry mom. Wow. I just, the list goes on. The list goes on. See, they know me better than I know myself, guys. And you gotta love people that knows you better than you know yourself. You got to. Lisa says, I guess parents that fight for their kids do have multiple personality disorder. Girl, Lisa, let me tell you something. We gotta have multiple personality disorders because guess what? I guess 1 minute we're fighting for our children, and then the next minute we are forced to believe that our kids have mental health issues, so we have to, we're going against the grain. We're going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Lisa? Like, we're going against them. We got to stay on one side. It's choose a side. Pick a side. Either you're going to believe us when we say your kid has mental health issues, or you're going to fight for your kid. Oh, you're going to fight for, okay, you got mental personality disorders. You got multiple personality disorders. I mean, you can't do both, Danny and Lisa. You can't do both, Brooke. You guys have to stay on one side of the fence, and that means agreeing to everything we have said. You must complete these services, even if it does not fit you. You need to take a parenting class. You need to take parent coaching. You need to have family therapy. You're going to have family therapy right now at this moment, Danny, Brooke, and Lisa. And you know what? By the way, you said, when does family therapy start between you and your children? When your kids are clinically ready. Wow, you gotta give it up to them. Oh my God, you just told me that I have to start family therapy right away, but I can't have family therapy because my children are not clinically ready. So when are we gonna do family therapy? Huh? You said what? We're not doing family therapy. I have to do individual therapy first to see if I'm fit to do family therapy. What? Oh my God, it makes no sense, but it's just, you gotta love them. You gotta love them. Brooke says, any mom whose children have been taken should be pissed off. I have anger issues too. I'm just saying, Brooke, like, come on, man. They want you to have therapy forever. Girl, who you telling? It's mind-boggling, Brooke. Like, seriously. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for telling me that I need family therapy, which actually was originally in my IA, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put that as a service in place in the first place. Here it is, 5.5 years later, still no family therapy. You want to know why, guys? Because according to them, my children are not clinically ready for family therapy, but my kids are clinically ready to participate in visits, but my children are ready to participate in visits. Wow. Oh my God. So we can have visits with our children, but we can't have family therapy with our children. My kids are not clinically ready. Shout out to them for telling me that. Shout out to them for also telling me that in order to start family therapy, I need to start off starting individual therapy, which is a service that I completed over 2 years ago. And it took me 2 years to complete it successfully and for it to be closed out. So now this is just a trick for you guys to make me do individual therapy all over again. Wow. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for telling me that they need to see if I'm clinically ready and fit to be in family therapy. Huh? That don't even make sense. Do it. Exactly. Shout out to them, guys, for scheduling visits between me, my husband, and our kids as a family, but we can't do family therapy. Huh? Y'all want to know why we can't do family therapy? Because I'm pretty sure they know that it's going to be successful and it's going to end up getting closed out. And that means children back home. But they don't want that, guys. They do not want that. Shout out to them for not listening to my oldest daughter's therapist when her therapist stated that she's made so much progress and she's doing an amazing job. And she says that she wants to go home. Shout out to them for not listening to that. Whoop. And the list goes on. That's because you're under the hold on, y'all. You putting your hands, watch out. Yeah, so we got all these different shout outs, guys, and I feel like today is gonna be a amazing day, you know. See, let me tell you guys something. When you have discernment, or you may call it your intuition, if you have an intuition and you feel like something isn't right, somebody's plotting on you, that's exactly what it is. Trust me, someone right now, as we speak, is plotting on me and my husband right now as we speak. They're probably writing down everything that I'm saying right now, because see, what they're doing is they're building up their paperwork for the next court appearance. It's just it's just amazing work that you guys do, especially when you're working around and off the clock. Oh my God, you gotta love them for that, right? You gotta love them, especially when they're working off the clock, especially when they're working on holidays, guys, by, watching my channel, listening to everything that I'm saying to bring it up in court, the next court hearing, or send out an email or whatnot on Tuesday, or, maybe they're not going to do it. Maybe they're going to do it when the court starts back, guys, in November. So be looking out, be expecting Danny to come to you guys with some new, amazing good news in regards to her children being incarcerated in the system. Because our children are currently, guys, our children are incarcerated. That's what you don't know. Our children are incarcerated in CPS. They might not be in juvenile detention. They might not be in Cook County jail, but they are in CPS jail. Okay? Shout out to DCFS for their lame intimidation tactics. Exactly, Lisa. Shout out to them for that. Shout out to them. If the service plan determines whether or not your kids come home, then they failed on their end of the contract. Lisa is so smart, guys. Exactly. My point exactly, Lisa. They have failed to meet. They have failed They have failed me. They have failed my family. You know what, guys? Shout out to DCFS for failing me, my husband, and my children. Shout out to them for keeping us separated, keeping my kids separated amongst me and my husband, and not being able to get our children home after we've been in compliance with them for a very long time. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for trying to paint a picture of me as a unfit, horrible, evil, demonic, angry mother. Even when we have our little baby Peyton here with us, I must be such an angry mom, huh? Such an angry mother I am. Wow. Shout out to them for that. Shout out for them to not have anything else to use against me, so they decide to go on my YouTube platform and watch my live streams and my videos to see what I'm talking about, to see if I'm talking about them, to see if I'm talking about the foster parents, to see if I'm talking about my children, or posting videos and pictures of the foster parents of my children, so they could be able to use that against me to keep my kids in the system. Wow. Shout out to them. Look, hey, look. Shout out to them, guys, for allowing me to know them like the back of my hand now. Man, you know, it's so amazing how they really think in their minds that they can pull out the next intimidation tactic or whatever, pull out the next service out of their hats or whatnot. Shout out to them for intentionally giving me more services, guys, just to see if I'll do it or not. Because if I won't, they'll call my probation officer and tell her that I'm not in compliance, so I can get locked up and arrested for the rest of my fucking life and taken away from my children. Shout out to them. Shout out to taking DCFS to federal, where the Constitution still applies. Exactly. Because you have to follow how could you be a voter? How dare you? How dare you be a voter and you're not living up to the constitutional rights of others? How dare you? What a walking contradiction you are. Look, sis, it's definitely not hard to figure out a damn dummy. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I don't own copyrights to the little music in the background. But yeah, y'all, you gotta love them. We done gave so many shout outs. I know I'm missing more, but you know, tomorrow is my oldest son's 10th birthday. Shout out to him for real, for real. I just want him to know if he's watching, I love him, you know, and you know what? Hold on, I'm missing a shout out to my son, foster parent, for intentionally making it to where I can't talk to my son because she feels, I don't know, whatever personal thing it is in regards to me and my husband, you know. Shout out to her for allowing my oldest son's dad that just got out of prison a year ago to be able to contact her so he can talk to his son and not his mother. Wow, you gotta love him. Shout out to her for keeping my son hostage so that I won't be able to talk to him for his birthday, guys. Wow, he's turning 10 and I won't even be able to hear from him. Ain't that crazy, y'all? But you know what? You gotta pray for people like that because they just have this, you know, personal vendetta, and It's just it's amazing when they use their personal vendettas against you. It's amazing how they're supposed to care for your child until your child returns home, but instead they're working against you to keep your child. It's amazing to me how instead of communicating with you as the biological parent, knowing that that's what your child wants, they decided that's not what they're going to do. Angel, what you said, passing through, the Lord gave me a dream a couple years ago, and I stood before the Lord, and He told me loud and clear, tell everyone I'm soon coming. God loves you very much. He waits for you to come. And I cannot believe that, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I can't believe nothing that you're saying, Angel. You know what I'm saying? Because God gave me a lot of dreams, to be honest. Yeah, and I actually posted, I believe, one of them on my channel a couple years ago. He gave me a dream a few times, and yes, I believe that His return is very soon. But listen, no man knows the time of day that he will return. I don't know the actual scripture, but that part is in the Bible. No man knows the actual time or the day that of his return. You know what I'm saying? So all we can do is just sit here and watch for the signs and just patiently wait for him to show. But don't let Project Bluebeam fool you. Don't let Project Blue. Girl, y'all, I am just so tongue tied today. Do not let Project Bluebeam fool you, because they will put a picture of a fake Jesus in the sky. They will. A hologram to fool everybody, okay? And Jesus is not white, guys. Please don't be fooled, you know? The picture that they always show of the white Jesus, and you know, not to cause any race or anything like that, but the picture that they show of the white Jesus is actually Caesar Borgia. Okay, that's not Jesus. Jesus is definitely black, according to the Bible. According to the Bible. Lisa said, shout out to the caseworkers for being dummies. We love how you were born stupid and we appreciate your stupidity. You know what, Lisa? I don't even know why YouTube blocked that comment, because you wasn't even cussing. They usually block the comments when you cuss, but that's crazy how they blocked that comment. You see how, shout out to YouTube creators for being biased as hell. Amazing, right? Exactly. Yes, the creators that have YouTube is just so damn biased, because it's like they allow the most disgusting trolls in your live stream to say the most disgusting things about you as a person, and it gets seen. But if you say a person is stupid or dumb or whatnot, they block that. Make it make sense. They allow people to come in here and racially attack you, and majority of their comments don't get blocked, but I have to block them. That's crazy, bro. Exactly. It's all the social media content that does it. Exactly. So, like I said, I don't own copyrights. Ain't it sad how you gotta say you don't own copyrights to some damn music? And I've been on here for shout out to the subscribers and everybody that subscribed and everybody that stayed in here with me for 3 hours straight listening to me give DCFS or CPS the best shout out there is, because they deserve all of the love, guys. They deserve all of the love. It is just amazing. Seriously. But yeah, y'all, I stayed on here long enough. I gotta get out of here because I gotta feed my baby. She need her lunch, and I've been giving her a little snack to keep her a little busy. So once she eat her lunch, she's gonna play and stuff like that. We're gonna have fun, y'all. Cause according to them, I'm an unfit mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm unfit. I'm angry. But if I'm so angry, why do I want to enjoy life with my daughter? Why do I want to play with my child? If I'm so angry, guys, why do I love my children the way that I love them? Why? Why do I still want my children to come home after 5.5 years if I'm just this angry black woman? Exactly, Lisa. Time flies when you having fun. 3 hours of fun, guys. Let's just make this the best of everything. Let's make this life what it's worth, okay? Even if that means giving DCFS the recognition that they deserve, okay? We have to, because they deserve all the recognition. They have our children. They're taking amazing care of our kids. They're making sure that we're babysitters for them on certain days, being able to watch our children for 2 hours weekly without pay, you know. So yeah, you know, it's cool. It's cool because it's our kids. We don't need to get paid. You know, that's not what we need. So don't pick that out. Don't pick that out and write that down, because I don't want you to go to court saying that I said that I am a babysitter for my children and I should be paid to watch my children. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Shout out to them for being able to put biological parents on child support, because they're the ones that took the kids away from the parents and then placed them on child support. Wow, you guys are a bunch of sick, bitter, evil baby mamas and baby daddies. Wow. But I gotta get out of here, guys. I will text you, Lisa, and thank all of y'all for being in here. Shout out to my husband for at least trying to come into the stream while he's at work. I gotta get my baby some food, y'all. She didn't definitely waited long enough. Much love, Brooke. Shout out to Brooke, y'all, also for being here. Anyway, y'all, if I don't see y'all later, I'm going to definitely probably see y'all tomorrow or sometime this week. But make sure y'all hit that thumbs up on this live stream. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see whenever I go live or post a video. Much love, y'all. Shout out to everybody across the world, especially DCFS, guys. They are the best thing smoking.